Cardiff clash then is Cardiff Uni versus us. It's one of the biggest games on the calendar. Again, always fun to go to. The chanting, the singing.
It's always a good one.
And it's always good when we win, which we always do.
Hi, I'm Holly, and welcome to Help I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff MET, where each episode I'll be talking to a real-life uni student about their university experience. Today I'm joined by third-year media student, Ioan. Hi, Ioan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So what were you most excited about before starting uni?
Kind of just going in and meeting new people. It was kind of a new experience for me. Obviously, I've only had one cousin go to uni before me, and it's just kind of never knew kind of what to expect. So it's just kind of meeting new people, seeing what other people's courses were like, especially in that first year when you're kind of all in together.
So would you say it's like a mix between excitement and nerves?
Yeah, I'd say nerves kind of overwhelmed it at the beginning because, you know, you're looking at kind of meeting new people, people you don't know, but then kind of also they're like, you're all in the same boat. You know, none of you know each other. You know, you may be in there with one other person from Wales, England, wherever you're from. And you just kind of got to get on with it and hope for the best.
Exactly. So what one moment stands out for you during your first week of uni?
Probably that first moment when we walked through the door. I was kind of one of the last ones to move into my flat, so everyone else was kind of in there ready, so I didn't kind of have to meet other people's parents. Like that. Kind of just move my stuff in, let my parents kind of do all their goodbyes, have a little cry, whatever, you know, she wanted to do.
Have a little cry, whatever.
And then we kind of all just congregated in the kitchen area. And for the rest of the night, we were either in there or down in the centre of Cardiff, enjoying and partying.
Oh, nice. Amazing. So you study sports media. What sort of like inspired you and motivated you to go into that?
I wanted firstly to go into analysis and stuff like that, but I've always been one of those people that struggles in education and my distractions and stuff like that. But we were sitting in college one day and I said, the analysis course has got quite high grades. What do I need to think? She was like, I'll have a look for you. She said, I've looked into it. You can get there. It's going to be a lot of work. Why didn't you do source media? It's a course that kind of similar incorporates analysis into it as well. So I had a look into it. Kind of looked at the avenues I could go down and see what areas I could go into. And commentary and stuff like that was a big standout for me. So I thought, let's go and do it.
Let's go into that.
Let's kind of give it a crack and see what it's about.
So arriving at accommodation for the first time, I know you just said like it was very memorable, like walking in, like what was that like?
Really nerve-wracking. Just walking into that kind of environment. Just come back from kind of off the back of COVID, so it was kind of going in at different times and stuff like that, and you just kind of looking, seeing other people moving in, going, right, which ones are going to be involved in me? Yeah,
you're like sussing out.
Yeah, walking right up to that door and going, right, this is going to be my whole house for a whole year, and you just kind of got to get on with it. And really nervous when you walk straight through. Really wanted to get a good room as well, make sure that...
Did you get a good room? Did you like your room?
Nice and comfortable and warm in the winter. That's all you need.
All you need. And going on to campus for the first time as a student, like, what was it like going into like your first lecture or your first seminar, meeting your teachers, your course mates? Like, what was that like?
So it was a big shock for me because I hadn't done a lot of reading on it. I just looked at kind of what was on the course. So when I walked in, the head of the course is Steff Garrero, so he runs his own podcast and stuff like that. And obviously I was listening to it before I went to uni. Cool. So it's kind of a bit of a starstruck moment when you're in, everyone's like not sure kind of who's what and who he is and stuff like that. And I'm there like...
You're like, oh my God.
I think I'm going massively mental in my head and trying to play it cool and stuff.
Yeah, you're there like, hi, nice to meet you.
Honestly, it's I'm just sitting there like... and panicking, but
proper starstruck moment there.
Oh, massively.
So what's his podcast about? Like, what is it?
So the name of it is the Socially Distant Sports Bar, talking about sports. They each get like 3 or 4 clips each that they kind of watch and talk about then after, and just 3 men talking about sports and stuff like that, which is always interesting.
Yeah,
because,
if you're into sports, I guess.
Yeah, you've got
like always interesting.
But
I can appreciate as a sporty person how that's interesting. Yeah,
but it's not for everyone. I just kind of sat there and just
got into it.
I relate to it a little bit, so it was nice to kind of then go in and see him in person and be like, oh, that's where I want to go with stuff in the future. So
yeah, that's super cool. Would you say you like settled in quite easily?
Yeah, I'd say it was quite pretty easy. The boy that was in my flat, he was on my course as well, so we kind of went together, and then we met other people, and then it just kind of went from there. So there's a lot of kind of collaboration, and because it's sports media, you've got to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Whether that's editing and stuff like that. So kind of you have to work together. You have to be friendly to kind of make it work and enjoy yourself a little bit on it.
Right. So I'm going to move on to some quick fire questions now. So what is your must do in Freshers Week?
Go out. Just going out and enjoying myself.
Favourite genre of music?
Indie.
Do you have any hobbies?
Just playing sport, rugby mainly, but I get into a bit of football as well.
Nice. What are you streaming at the moment?
There's a lot. A new one on Disney Plus now, Rivals, and then also kind of any little bit Stranger Things, stuff like that. So
nice. I love Stranger Things. Have you watched Criminal Minds?
No, I haven't. I can't.
I think I asked every guest this. I'm so into Criminal Minds at the moment.
Can't get into it.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not a big one for me.
You need to. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
I'd say probably when I was in college, done a lot of kind of outdoor pursuit stuff. So you kind of gorge walking, rock climbing, stuff like that. So I'd say that's the most adventurous I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive adventurous kind of guy. I like comfort in my bed and the house.
Yeah, I respect that. What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, I don't think I've got one.
Really?
I couldn't tell you.
Don't feel guilty about things?
No.
Don't feel guilty about pleasure, guys. That's my take on that.
Top tip.
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Probably go Australia,
nice.
New Zealand, kind of all the kind of Pacific nations down there, just to watch rugby, see how the rugby goes.
Yeah, no, I want to go. I want to go so bad. Half my personality is my boyfriend being Fijian. So. Comedy or horror?
Comedy. Not a big fan of horror.
No, I don't like feeling scared.
No chances.
Not for me.
Someone put on, Halloween, they put on It film, and
I've not seen it.
I hate clowns, so I'm just sitting there behind a blanket, basically
like
trying not to...
actually shitting yourself, yeah.
Trying not to.
What is your funniest student moment?
Probably night out where me, my friend, we go to the same club, and then we decide we're going to go home separately. Don't know why we decided to do that. It took me an hour to get home. How it took me an hour to get home, I don't know. I think I was looking for a kebab or something, and just went for an adventure through Cardiff.
Yeah.
And then my friend decides he's going to go to the wrong house and try and open the door, and then realise in the morning I went to the wrong house.
Did anyone come to the door when he was trying to get in?
No.
Oh my God,
he was lucky. I think they were out wherever it was.
Yeah, but imagine they were like, oh my God, like they call the police out, like someone's trying to
He did go over
in.
the next day and say I do apologise. He said I was very thing.
That's funny. What's your top tip for a new Cardiff Met student?
I would say get out and do most things that you can. May not get the chance ever again. That could involve drinking. That can involve just going out down a bit of bowling with friends and stuff like that. Just get out and do something and make those friendships, because they will last. Having those friends around for a beer later on in life is always good to have.
Definitely. What makes you smile the most?
Again, it's going to be all rugby now, but whenever my rugby team win, or whenever Wales win, which is very rare at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's
not going well at the moment. Whenever there's a win, or kind of going out and enjoying yourself with those kind of social friends and stuff like that, which is always fun and get up to some good things. So.
Nice. What's a hobby you've always wanted to pick up?
Probably kind of more of the drawing side of things. I've never been a great artist, but kind of just going out and doing a bit of drawing, kind of painting, stuff like that, which is weird for
tapping into your arty side.
Yeah, weird for a sports student to say, but not my area of expertise. I mean, I'm not great with that stuff.
Fun to do though. Fun to do.
Very fun.
Summer or winter?
I'm a winter kind of guy.
Really?
I hate the heat. Whenever we go on holiday, me and my friends, I'm sweating.
Yeah, you don't like the overheating. Yeah, no, I feel that.
So winter, nice cosy next to the fire.
Yeah.
A hot chocolate, Harry Potter on in the background.
The dream.
Always fun.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about yourself. So you're from Wales, aren't you? Whereabouts are you from?
So I'm from Tono. It's like a little village up in the Avon Valley near Talbot. It's kind of a little old mining kind of village. So everyone kind of knows everyone. And yeah, it's just kind of quiet. Loads of people who have been up there, who are friends from uni and stuff like that, have gone up and said, "You're living on the side of a mountain. What the hell is going on?" But that's my childhood. I used to go up in the mountains and the trees, I forgot climbing trees and doing things that you shouldn't be doing when you're 15, 16.
So did you like growing up there?
Oh yeah, there was always something to do, whether it was going up the rugby pitch, having a mess around, kicking on the wall, jumping in the river. The problem was it was just very rubbish Wi-Fi, which wasn't great when you wanted to play your Xbox and stuff like that.
Yeah, not ideal. And so what made you decide to go to uni?
It's a very rare thing, kind of what I seen from where I'm from. Not many people do go to uni. I've always kind of wanted to put off going into work as much as possible, just
I feel that.
enjoy myself when I was younger. But a lot of my friends in college were going as well, so I kind of thought I may as well go and have a crack.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of want to enjoy myself a little bit more. Uni kind of gives you that little bit of experience, while also giving you that kind of education. So
why did you choose Cardiff MET?
There was a few boys that we knew locally who'd gone Cardiff MET or other universities in Cardiff. Cardiff's always been a city that I've come up to Christmas shopping, stuff like that. The Cardiff's always been that city that I wanted to go into. And yeah, just kind of seen the course, and the course got sold it for me then. I just kind of had to come here.
And what do you hope to do when you graduate?
So I really want to get into kind of journalism, podcasting, and kind of doing commentary and stuff like that. So trying to get as much experience in that field as possible before going out. But that's the main idea that I want to go down to. Yeah. So hopefully,
fingers crossed,
I'll get something.
Everything goes well. I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah. So what would you say is the best thing about being a student?
Probably the freedom that you get. When you're at home living with your parents, you are restricted in what you can and can't do. Like, if you wanted to go out and stay out till 5 o'clock in the morning, you can.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like your parents are going to be shouting at you down the phone, where are you? Where are you? Just enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Having that kind of freedom to go and do things you want to do, rather than having to be restricted by other factors and stuff like that perhaps working and other things would do.
What would you say is like the best places to go, either in Cardiff or like on campus? Sometimes,
depending on my mood, depends on what I'll go and do. Like, I don't mind going and do a few escape rooms, stuff like that.
Nice.
Gets the brain going. And then kind of, I'm a big coffee shop lover. Since I've gone to uni, I've been a big coffee lover. So kind of sitting in Bench Cafe, which is a cafe on campus, or sitting in little local coffee shops in the arcades and stuff in Cardiff, which is lovely, and kind of they're always warm and nice, especially during the winter months. But the arcades are another one that I love going down.
The arcades in town are always,
it's just so like nice, and especially during Christmas time as well. And then obviously you've got your Christmas markets and stuff like that, which is
I'm so excited for the Christmas markets.
I can't wait.
Me
I've
too.
already been going down and trying to see if there's any.
Yeah, and like Winter Wonderland's getting all set up.
I walked past last week, I could see it all, and I was like, really want to go now.
I love Christmas. I love Christmas so much.
I love Christmas too.
And so you said like you play sports. Do you play sports at uni, I'm assuming?
I did in my first 2 years, and then my local team, Tomo, they were kind of struggling for numbers and stuff like that. So I went back and played for them now. So
nice.
We've got a few numbers again now, so it might come back and play for the uni. Might just stay down there and enjoy rugby and the social side that comes with that and stuff like that.
How was playing rugby at uni? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was it was a massively new experience, going from a team that kind of didn't have many numbers to a team that had quite a few who played in different levels and stuff like that, which you're going to go into, may complement each other, you may not.
Yeah.
But the teams always work together and kind of moving up and down teams depending on injuries and stuff like that. So it's always fun to do and just get involved in.
And I'm assuming some fun socials come along with that as well.
Massively fun socials. Yeah. The Cardiff Clash is the big one, which is the Bucks and stuff like that. That was always a good one when I used to go to that. Never remember the night after, but
sign of a good night, hopefully.
Yeah, always come home and just hoping that my 9 a.m. lectures the next day I'm going to be all right with. There's a few times I had a water bottle next to me going, oh.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know if I can hack this.
So ahead.
Yeah, no, definitely. So what is the Cardiff Clash? You want to tell people who are watching?
In you got your Bucks Super Rugby, which is a load of universities playing against each other in rugby. And then your Cardiff Clash then is Cardiff Uni versus us, Cardiff MET. So it's always on Cardiff Farmers Park.
Yeah.
So it's a very big one. It's one of the biggest games on the calendar. Again, always fun to go to. And if you watch some of the live streams, then you can see in the crowd the Met fans, the Cardiff fans, the chanting, the singing, the kind of things.
It's always a good one.
And it's always good when we win.
Yeah.
Which we always do.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think there's only one.
I can't think of a Cardiff clash since I've been at uni that we've lost.
I think there was only one, I think, last year that we lost. And that was very rare. I don't think that was the one I didn't go to. So
really? To be fair, I think I actually... No, I don't know if I went to that one. But moral of the story is we're good at rugby.
We're very good at rugby.
Yeah. What would you say is your favourite place to like go out in Cardiff? Like, do you go out a lot, I'm assuming?
Try to. I've calmed it down a little bit this year now. Obviously, third year, you've got to get your head down and do a bit of work. But usually it's going to a pub local to me, Royal George, and then going to Misfits, Heidi's. I think they've changed it now to something else.
They've changed their name recently, but
it was Heidi's, and then Boom Bar to finish.
Nice.
And then obviously if it's internationals, it'll be Depot, big warehouse thing, and get hammered and go back out in town.
Get hammered and watch the rugby.
Get hammered and watch the rugby.
Yeah.
If you can't get tickets for the actual game.
Yeah. Have you got any tickets for the games coming
Unfortunately not. They're a little bit too expensive for me. I was going to go and do the Fiji one, but I just couldn't.
No, that's fair.
Fork out. They forked out for the Stereophonics tickets instead. So
no, that's fair enough. I've just forked out for my Fiji Wales tickets, my boyfriend and I. But I bought the tickets and he was like, okay, so I'll buy all our drinks on the day. So I think I've got the better end of the deal here.
I think that's fair.
Because now he's going to be spending more than me. But.
Yeah.
So have you had any challenges whilst being at uni?
So in my second year, I was kind of decided I was going to do what I did in first year, party, and kind of lecture second best. Not the best idea.
Yeah, not ideal for second year.
You shouldn't be doing, and I would not advise it at all. But there's a few grades then that it wasn't like I was massively missing the mark. So kind of the ones that I did pass, I kind of had to kind of leave them for a year and then go back to the ones that were important, which one of them was my proposal for my disc. So that was a very important one.
So did you have to redo the year?
Yeah. So there was, unfortunately, I didn't quite hit the mark to be able to go on to do my third year. But then I kind of was able to do it in my third year, second year, and kind of met a whole new group of people in that. And kind of having to overcome that challenge of going into a new class was difficult because you've just made friends throughout your kind of 2 years that you were friends with them, and then going into a new class, which they were all very accepting and welcomed me in very well, and
nice,
very close with most of them now, and working quite closely with a few of them through the placement on basketball and stuff like that. So I think it's grown the confidence a little bit more as well.
That's good.
I can actually go on and do something, even if I get set back, I can go on and do something else.
And everything always works out in the end. I always say everything happens for a reason.
It's obviously worked out if I'm very friendly with all them in the class.
Exactly. Right, okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here.
Yep.
Ioan, it's been lovely to chat to you today.
Thank
you so much. This has been Help I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff MET. I'm Holly, and I'll see you next time. Bye.